Hello everybody. Hello students. From today we are going to start with a new session on question answer method. How to answer in BAMS examination. I am a professor in the Department of Rachana Sharira. I am not going in detail about other subjects, but in Rachana Sharira, what should be learned and studied in the examination point of view, that we are going to discuss. Before starting with the details of question answer method, we should know some brief about what are the concept behind the examination and how our preparation should be. On that we are going to discuss a brief about it, right? Let us go with the presentation. I thank Shri G.S. Patil sir, President of RGES Roan, and Dr. I.B. Kottur Shetty sir, Principal RGES Roan, for supporting me to record this video. Myself, Dr. Harshvardhan, Professor in the Department of Rachana Sharira, RGS Hospital Roan. Let us discuss about on the topic how to answer in any type of BMS exam, any BMS examination. It may be a first year, second year, third year or fourth year. I am concentrating on the Rachana Sharira subject. In general, I am going to speak about how to answer in BMS examination, more with a special reference to Rachana Sharira subject. Before going details how to write answers in exam, we should know surrounding of this topic. What is exam, what is answer, what is marks, and what is time. Let us discuss brief about what is exam. See, it is a 3 hours written exam which includes long essay questions, short essay questions, and MCQ according to new CISM syllabus. And after that, it will be evaluated and result will be given. Among these, we have in our hand 3 hours long essay question, short essay questions, and MCQ, which is in our hand. Which is not in our hand is evaluation and result. Now let us see in brief what is answer. Answer is a presentation for asked question. It is general, but we should write answer in the manner very simple and clear explanation. And that answer should be very easy to understand. Visual understanding than reading. Do not make evaluator to read and understand the answer. When evaluator look at your answer, he should understand what you have written. In such a aspect, answer should be there. Point by point writing should be there. Some evaluators look around the how many points a student have written. You need to write point wise answer so that evaluator will be very easy to evaluate. Then what is marks? It is a result of 2 or 3 evaluation. I'm in the RGUHS. I heard that the highest mark among 2 evaluator will be allotted. I'm not sure about it, but initially what happened is mean of 2 evaluations will be given the marks. All our assessment of your answer will be allotted. Structured marks allotment is not in practice in BAMS. Structured questions and structured answers are the practice in MBBS in RGUHS Bangalore. But that type of question paper setting is not yet there in the BMS. Once it has happened in future, that also be included. Structured marks allotment is not practiced in BMS. You should know that theory 50% and practical 50% marks should your student, every student should gain it. Next is, what is time? It is time bounded of 3 hours, that everybody knows. Why I am discussing about this one? Because many students will run out of the time while answering this. The main intention of recording this video to discuss main thing on the time, which we are going to discuss later. The best result will come by the whole raw work what you have done till today, when you have started reading about the topic for the knowledge wise, then what you have converted that topic to the examination point of view, then how you have practiced that answer in the exam, how to write the answers in the examination. See, there is an animation where a cricket player playing a ball there, which indicates that practice session, it's not a match. How preparation should be. See, before going writing in the examination, you should know and you have to put yourself in effort that you need to practice how to answer in the examination before the exam. Many students will read the answers, they do not write and practice, they do not practice time bounded answers, directly they start writing in the examination, and they a lacuna of time in examination. That is why it is important to practice before exam. Should know these facts before writing the exam. You should think all these things. See, first what we know is psychology behind evaluation. You should know this one. Once a evaluator start your paper evaluating, he thinks not to give the marks first. He will think about where to cut the marks. And there is another aspect of evaluation by evaluator. He want to be at the safer side, so he won't give complete marks until he completely satisfied. Every student will think that how marks will be given, and in their stands they will think like a student, but think like an evaluator what are his problems are and what are his tasks are. Then you will understand what to write exam. See, every evaluator has to evaluate 40 papers per day with his regular works in the college. So he gets around 4.5 to 5 hours along with his other works in the college, and he will get 100 rupees per paper evaluation. So he won't leave the evaluation, at least for the money sake. And while doing these works along with the college works and the evaluation, that stress will be there during the evaluation. And while evaluating good papers, he will be desperate to see good answer paper for in the evaluation process. Once he get the good paper, that paper he will give the marks in optimum level. Next is know your strong and weak areas. Every student should know their strong area and weak areas. For example, handwriting. Many students I have seen that they are very intelligent enough, they are very much capable enough, but their handwriting are not so good in or non-supportive in the examination. They are very slow writers. This is a one problem. This is the weaker area of the brightest students want. That may be other type of the strong areas. Maybe like he is not that much of intelligent to write the answer, but he is very smart how to answer, and his handwriting is very good, and his structured answer writing is very fine, so that that is his best area or strong area. Presentation skills. Some may have good presentation skills rather than what they have studied. Even though they have studied very less, they know how good they can present. That is a strong area of some students. Drawings. Drawings are some students' best area, though many students may not draw good diagrams in the examination. Okay, and some may have good skills on the drawing. Shloka writing with references. Some may have that ability of practicing writing the shlokas in a very beautiful way, and some may not. Okay, these are some strong areas and weak areas are there. You need to understand your strong area and your weak area. You need to work on your strong area rather than the weak areas. Okay, so let us discuss those things also later in and if you have any queries regarding these things, you can ask me later also. Next is map your general rule for answers. So do not start writing answer directly what you know. So first map your answers in your brains, what to write, what not to write, that you should know. That mapping of answering will be different for the Ayurveda and also for the modern answers. Both are not in the same way what you have written, which I will discuss later. See, for Ayurvedic answers, there should be introduction, shlokas, description, and conclusion or opinion or any other headings may be there. And for even modern answers, there should be introduction, diagram with label, applied anatomy should be there. Whether each question asks for the applied anatomy or not, some evaluator will expect applied anatomy should be mentioned. That why you need to mention some one or two applied aspect, whether it is there or not, write it. Let us discuss these very important things. What should be there in the introduction? Context of reference for question per topic asked to explain. See, some of the questions will be there. That question references you need to mention in the introduction part. Okay, for example, any other type of definition of any garbha or definition of sharira is asked. You should know where Charaka and Sushruta have explained this definition. Mention those references in introductory point. Mention at least main acharya with reference sthana and chapter name where it has been explained in Samhita. Same thing which I have told. Shloka with reference. Don't write meaning directly below the shloka as you write in your notes like in books. Write 2 to 3 shlokas one by one. See, what happens is, this is a main problem of many students where they kill time. See, while reading or making some notes, according to the syllabus, teachers of the subject have thought and explained about the shlokas and its meaning. Students, what they have done is, they've also written the shloka and the meaning below to it. Many one or two shloka may be there for one topic, and shloka meaning, shloka meaning, shloka meaning, like that student have prepared their notes. When the same topic asked in the examination, same thing they will copy. See, in examination, evaluator know what is the meaning of that shloka. So do not write elaborated meaning of each and every shloka. Rather than writing or the separate meaning, write shloka one by one, whatever you know. Later Write the theme of the meaning of the shloka, combined meaning of the shloka, not separate, combined meaning. In one gross meaning, what it will come out. Okay, that you write it. Then write description. In description, the understand the gross meaning and theme of the shloka without changing the term names. Example, don't write muscle blood instead of mamsa and rakta. Explain two or three terms which are there in shloka related to topic. Example, explain upasneha sandana words in the question of garbha poshana. In description, you need not to write everything. You can take one or two very important terminologies which is there as a center point of that explanation and write the correlation or what is your understanding. That thing you can write. Later you can write about the conclusion or opinion or any other heading you can write. Conclude or opine your topic explanation with the current understanding in modern, which actually a NCSM theme of syllabus framing is. That is why the collaborated explanation is needed, which is expected in the NCSM exam. Next very important thing is time management in the examination hall. See, for long essays, what I propose you, 15 minutes per question you spend time. Okay, for short essays 7 to 7.5 minutes per question, and for MCQ 1 minute per question. Okay, take time. If you do that, to complete the long essays, there are 4 long essays are there, total 1 hour is required. For short answers, if you take 7 to 7.5 minutes, you can take again 1 hour for the short answers and 20 MCQs 20 minutes. Total 2 hour 20 minutes your answer paper should complete. See, once 15 minutes over while answering the long essay, skip that answer if something left it behind also. Skip to the next answer. Time bonded answer you need to practice first. Okay, so for that you need to purchase a good nice analog clock to understand the time. Then in 40 minutes to touch up a left out explanation and a clean presentation of answer is also very important. Okay, so don't write any long answer more than 15 minutes. Don't write any short essays more than 7 or 7.5 minutes. Skip the answers, leave whatever it has to be. Once you complete your answer paper attempting all questions, then left out time will be there. You have extra buffer period of 40 minutes where you can go back again to the left out answers or incompleted answer and complete them, and presentation of answer for the clear visibility for the evaluator. Such things you need to make in the answer paper. Okay, things to follow in examination hall. What you have to do? First thing is understand and the type of question is. This is very important. Too long and time consuming question and answers are there. For example, explain Masanumaska Garbha Vriddhi Krama for 10 marks is there. Example is explain classification of Marma for 5 marks. Or explain folds of peritoneum for 5 marks. These are the some questions where they will consume more time compared to 7.5. Such questions you should be very careful that you should know that though you know the answers, you should be ready to skip after 7.5 minutes. Later you can complete them. Do not wait until you complete your answer. And two short answer, a two short question also you should understand. Two short example, Shuddha Shukra or Shuddhartha Lakshana for 5 marks. You know only two shlokas and how to explain that two shlokas for the 7.5 minutes or more than one and half pages. Okay, for that also you should know very carefully, you should know and how to answer them. That practice you have to do before only. Another example is explain karma purusha for 5 marks. Explain blood supply to stomach for 5 marks. These are very short answers where you need to understand how much to answer such type of questions. Next, plan to attempt. Okay, two short, average, and two long explanation questions. According to this one, two short answers you write first, then average question write, and later you can answer two long explanation after understanding the question paper. Know where to use color pencils. See, it is instructed and allowed to use color pencils in the examination only for drawing. Many students will not use colors at all, and misunderstanding by students or somehow it came that color should not use, it will lead to malpractice. It is not like that. University guidelines is there. You can use red, blue, brown, yellow and sometime green also for the some structures in the diagram. For that you can use it. Eyes on clock. Big analog clock, skip answering once time over. That you know, I have told it before only. Decorate answers, box, underlines, numbering points and sub points, etc. You should know and you have to make this for the better visibility for the evaluator. How to manage time in exam hall? First, think which question can be attempted and can be finished within stipulated time. This is the first thing you need to do. Once you start answering, keep eye on the time. Okay, use analog clock, which is a clear minute indicator. You should understand the time in the clock. After stipulated time, if your answer is not completed, then leave that answer, skip to next question. After 2 hours and 20 minutes, you will have plenty of time to touch up and left out answers. Decorate your answer by making boxes for the diagrams, highlighting headings and subheading and some points. Do not leave any questions unanswered. This is very important. Do not leave any unanswered questions in the. Okay, these are some points which I wanted to share with you people, and if you have any addition to these things or you want to change the things of explanation or anything you want to suggest, you can comment. Thank you one and all.